Hey guys, this is Thaxter's here with you today. I just want to have a quick little conversation and a little discussion with you over an experience that I had while playing WoW Classic on the Anniversary Realms. And it got me thinking a little bit about the future of WoW and whether or not it's growing or what it could be. So if you like it, please leave a like, leave a comment. Over anything you'd like to say, chime in on the discussion on your thoughts. Also, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It just makes my day. Anyway, getting into it, I had an experience with a brand new player to World of Warcraft, and they had only been playing for 2 weeks at the time, and I was playing on my Orc Warrior that you're seeing gameplay right here that I recorded, but not the gameplay with the new player. I didn't think of it at the time. We were just running around having a blast. So we got to talking a little bit. We were on the same quest, working on the same thing, and they asked me to group up. And I said, sure, why not? You know, we're working on the same thing. It'll make time go by faster. So we grouped up, and we were waiting for something to spawn. And we were just chatting back and forth. And they said that this was their first time playing World of Warcraft. And I said, man, that's so cool. How long have you played now? And they said 2 weeks. And they were playing a mage, a frost mage, a troll frost mage to be specific. And I asked them how they were liking it, and they said they were loving it. This is the best time they've ever had in an MMORPG. And they seemed, just by the way that they were messaging, I don't know for sure, but they seemed like they were probably around my age, like mid-20s, early, kind of like a younger adult. And so we were chatting back and forth, and I said, how did you even hear about the game? What made you want to play World of Warcraft? And they said that they were watching a streamer play, and it got them super interested into it. And they really wanted to just dive in and see what it was all about. And so they did. And so we were chatting back and forth. I asked him what his favorite game was, because I was like, yeah, I always argue with all my friends about how I think World of Warcraft is, in my opinion, is my favorite game of all time. Nothing beats it. A lot of great games out there, don't get me wrong. But for me, nothing beats World of Warcraft. I just think it's got the story and the gameplay, but it's got a lot of nostalgia for me, so that's probably what makes it the best. It's just a comfort to me. But I was like, what's your favorite game? And they said Dark Souls would probably be their favorite game of all time. So for any Dark Souls players out there, that was their favorite game, apparently. But that's a little off track. Whenever I was talking to this person about it, it got me thinking. I was like, is World of Warcraft actually growing? Are we, can we see the potential to hit the peak again, hit a new peak? I don't think so. I think it might be growing, but I don't think we're going to ever hit like the Wrath peaks. I just don't. I would really like to be proved wrong on that. That would be awesome. For a 20-plus-year-old game to hit a new peak. Not just any game, but this game with such a high peak. That would be incredible. But anyway, it kind of got me thinking. I was like, is World of Warcraft on the decline like we all think it is? Or is it gradually kind of growing back into popularity? To my knowledge, Blizzard doesn't release official numbers anymore, so we don't know for sure. But let's just think about the process a little bit, the process to get here for a new player. Step one, they have to find out about the game. How are they doing on marketing? Well, they are marketing everywhere. I don't know if it's just because I consume WoW content or what, but every time I get on YouTube, it seems like there's a World of Warcraft ad. Every time I get on social media, there's an ad for World of Warcraft. Their social media team just hitting it out of the park every time with really engaging Instagram shorts and reels and stuff like that. YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, all the things. Super fun, super engaging. it's just hitting it out of the park every single time. So um, I mention all that because that is fantastic marketing for younger audiences, younger generations to kind of hear about the game and get interested in the game. So I think I don't know if it's growing for sure or not, but I do think that right now it has so much potential to grow. And if you're watching, um, keep your eye out. Hopefully in a few days or a couple weeks, I'm hoping just a few days to release another video on why I think this is the best time to be a World of Warcraft fan. I think we're eating really well right now, so keep your eyes out on that. That'll be coming shortly. But back to the conversation, I think that we're never going to see the peak that we hit in Wrath. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. Like I said, I would like to be proved wrong, but we're definitely either stagnant or we're slightly on the uphill curve. We might be slightly growing because I think we're hitting to the point where a lot of people my age and younger are hearing about the game, or they've grown up hearing about the game, but their parents wouldn't pay for their subscriptions. They didn't have a job to pay for their subscriptions. So now that they've got some freedom, now that they've got an income, I think we're going to see an uptick in people playing World of Warcraft because they've done so well on the marketing. There are streamers out there, helping do marketing for a while now that they just play it, they have a good time, people watch them, and it makes them interested in the game. So I think younger audiences are getting introduced to the game at an unheard of level. There's just so much marketing by Blizzard and free marketing by streamers that I think there's just an unheard of level of excitement for Warcraft right now, and just marketing for the game is just been insane, and all the marketing, free marketing with the streamers and marketing by Blizzard themselves, all points to younger audiences being able to learn about the game that previously either didn't know about it, or if they did, they weren't financially able to play the game. So I think we're going to be seeing a slight uptick, or maybe a gradual growth for the game. Where it kind of comes back up a little bit. But it is interesting to me that the one new player that I ran into recently, they weren't playing retail. They weren't playing Seasons of Discovery at that point yet. They were playing the new anniversary servers, getting the fresh start all the way back in 2004. They didn't see the fancy new graphics of retail. They saw the old clunky mechanics, the really grindy mechanics of classic. And they said, that's what I want to jump into. I want to jump into the really long, hard, but really satisfying grind that you don't see in video games anymore. They just don't exist. They want everyone to get the really nice graphics and just run through the game and enjoy yourself with the minor level of difficulty. And this new player took all the new graphics and all the modernizations of retail, and they said, I'm going to check out Classic first. And that's a really interesting idea to me. That's where they decided to check out first. But, for me, I started my World of Warcraft experience when I was 8 years old. So 2007, early 2008. And haven't looked back. I've loved every second of it since. And I finally look at the times where it was a struggle to get through the questing zones. I remember being so lost in the cave when you start out as an orc, and getting killed by everything. So it's neat to me to watch someone in this day and age not jump into the heavily modernized graphics and appearances of retail, and instead they want to go check out where it all began. So leave a comment about your thoughts and opinions on this. What you think is WoW growing, at all? Are we stagnant, or is it still dying? Is it still in a decline? Give me your thoughts on it. And like I said, if you like it, please like the video, subscribe if you don't mind. It's all free, and it really makes my day whenever I see that number go up. So, y'all have a great day, and God bless.